Hey everybody. Welcome back to Linux for everyone and welcome home. Yes, this is probably the first time in years that you've seen where I live now. More about that later in another video, maybe a channel update at the beginning of 2026. But what I want to talk about today is gaming, specifically budget gaming, specifically budget gaming on hardware that Windows 11 doesn't even support. I decided to go out and buy a $300 budget gaming PC featuring a CPU, an Intel CPU, an i5-6600 that isn't supported by Windows 11. And that was released in 2015. And then a GPU that was released in 2017, the Radeon RX 570. Is it still viable for gaming? For at least 1080p gaming, everything under the sun. Everything, let's say, in your Steam library. Now, obviously, I'm not going to test all the games, but I'm going to try to test a wide range. All of this hardware was released before I even switched to Linux. And so I really just wanted to spend a little bit of time playing some games and seeing how everything performs. So yeah, the CPU, it's an Intel, it's a 6th generation i5-6600 with only 4 cores. And then a Radeon RX 570 series with 4 gigabytes of VRAM. But anyway, I'll show you the 10 games that I was thinking about trying out today. I have launched a few of these just to kind of like get the shader compilation out of the way, or a login or something like that. And for the compatibility layer, we're going to be using Proton Experimental across the board, unless it doesn't work or has some quirks, and then we'll go from there and just, you know, play it by ear. The first game I want to try is Arc Raiders, basically so I have an excuse to play a session or two, because I have not devoted nearly enough time to this game. And about a week after it was released, I checked it out and got completely hooked. Okay, now my monitor is 1440p, 2560 by 1440. So I don't have super high hopes that anything I'm running today is going to play smoothly at like even 30 FPS. So what I'm probably going to do in every case is I'm going to start at 1080p as the baseline. Now for about a half an hour, I played around with using FSR3, AMD's FSR3, and you're going to have a really bad time if you do that because it's just not supported on the 500 series. The 500 series of cards does support FSR2, but if that's not an option with your games, you might end up seeing what I saw. These trees are hilarious though. I mean, wow. Basically like just green blobs for trees and just Vaseline surfaces, and it was ugly. It was ugly. We want the final resolution to be 1080p. And it's going to render at basically 720p, roughly 1280 by 720. So let's just dive in and play around and see how things go. I love this animation right here. Okay, so something else worth mentioning is that the minimum GPU requirement for this game is a Radeon RX 580, and I'm using a Radeon RX 570. And I'm not really liking the stuttery. Let's drop down to low settings. I think that's a fair ask, considering you know, that the minimum specs don't even accommodate this GPU. Okay. And outdoor environments in this game are always going to be way more demanding than the indoor environments. So we're staying above 30. Uh-oh. Hello. Yeah, good way to test. Oh no. This is a terrible loadout. What was that? Huh, it's running away. It could not handle me. No, it knew it had backup, that's why. Oh God. Oh God. So, woo, this is a bad time. Run away! Run away! Oh my gosh. This, what is this? 10 round magazine? Okay. Well, might as well loot stuff. Oh, I got something rare. What is that? Complex gun parts. Now I kind of want to get out of here safely. But to do that, I would like to have better performance. So I'm going to basically do the equivalent of performance mode. Something like that. FSR performance mode, rather. Just keep me above 30 FPS, even when I'm getting into scrapes, and, you know. Uh-oh. Yikes! But just die for me. Out of ammo! Oh, man. Is there maybe some ammo? No, there's not. Okay. That's the problem with free loadouts, kids. Can I survive this? Yikes! Barely. Yep, I'm toast. But you know what? I would deem it playable. Oh, maybe I can get in here and heal. Just hide here for a minute. Oh no. Please don't see me. Please don't see me. Oh no! Okay, before we move on to the next game, I wanted to drop back into this first area and take a look at the trees. Yeah, they're looking all right. They're okay. There's going to be some texture pop in. That's, you know, pretty much expected for this level of fidelity, I think. But they look much better than they did with FSR 3, which wasn't running properly. And see, there's a little more texture on these rocks here. And I, you know, let's get into a quick gunfight. Oh boy. Just want to see if we can stay above 30 FPS. And I missed. No, no, no. Ah! Reload, reload, reload! Ah! Well, that animation dropped me to under 30. The game was released in 2025. We're playing under its minimum spec. So, I'm happy that it's playable. I would probably rather play it on the Steam Deck, though. Next up, probably an even more demanding game, also released in 2025, also Game of the Year 2025, in my humble opinion. It's Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Now this one, if we look at the store page while it's launching, the minimum GPU requirement here is a GTX 1060 or a Radeon 5600. So skipping the 500 series entirely, this entire little rig here is well under the minimum spec for this game, which I highly recommend. Not the rig, but the game. I think let's just start here and see if it's playable. And I'm going to be booting into the overworld, which seems strangely taxing. I know when I'm playing it on my gaming rig, the the FPS always drops pretty severely when I go from like a level to the overworld area, the continent. So 15 FPS. That's no good. That's no good. All right. Man, even the text just looks bad. What am I missing here? Is this just not going to be playable? Let's go back to low scaling, I guess. Oh my gosh. Well, it just looks so bad. Let me go back into a level area and see if the FPS improves at all. Esquia's Nest. Marginally. I mean, eh. Like, this is barely playable. Oh, there's so much shimmering and just roughness. Is this as low as we can get? Admittedly, I didn't have high hopes for this one, but I could, oh my gosh, make the resolution just ridiculously low, and then we could probably get playable. Yeah. Sure, if you don't mind it looking like whatever this looks like. It looks like someone who's watching the game who desperately needs glasses, and it's in the fog and they've got Vaseline on their eyeballs. That's kind of what this looks like now. So 30 FPS, no, not even. You know what? Let's just go get in a fight real quick and just see how bad this gets. It's, Let's do Wildfire on you, sure. Oh man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna write this one off. This is one that I would rather play on Steam Deck at a lower resolution, because we're probably sub 720p here anyway with the render resolution. So yeah, that's a bummer. My first two games have admittedly been a little bit ambitious for a $300 8 to 10 year old PC. So yeah, let's move on. Sorry there, little rig. I don't plan to make it any easier on you. Fortunately, I know that Cyberpunk is pretty well optimized for a huge range of hardware, so I'll cross my fingers and hope that we can get 1080p 30, maybe? So this is 1080p low with no resolution scaling. So basically native performance. Let's see what happens. Huh. Was expecting worse, honestly. You know, doesn't even look half bad at low quality. The lowest quality settings. And that's why art direction matters in a game. It's not all about just, you know, brute forcing the hardware to make a game look good. It's about making stylistic choices about the game's environment and the artwork and the everything. This is decent, really decent. Well, now I kind of want to gently introduce a bit of FSR into the mix. Let's just do the Steam Deck preset and see how that runs. Hey everybody, editor version of Jason here. This is where the gameplay recording starts to exhibit some stuttering and hiccups. And I wanted to let you know that I did not actually see this during live gameplay. So I think I need to go back and tweak my the laptop that's running Bazzite that I have OBS on. But I wanted to let you know that this is not representative of how I was actually experiencing it, which you can verify if you look at MangoHUD. And, oh yeah, and up here on this section, we're above 60. And it still looks pretty decent for, you know, for low quality preset. The non-FSR setting, though, looks a little bit sharper and the textures are a little bit crisper, but, you know, if I really wanted to give if I wanted to prefer higher frame rate and smoother gameplay, I would probably go with the Steam Deck setting with this RX 570 setup. But I want to try one more thing. Let's do medium quality, medium with FSR auto resolution scaling. See what that looks like. Definitely an uptick in visual fidelity for sure. And still above 40 FPS. I mean, if you've got a FreeSync, you know, variable refresh rate set up, nothing wrong with 40 FPS at all. Huh. I'm impressed. All right, let's just leave this here at these settings. Go back to the main menu. Huh. Okay. Nice smoke effects up there. You know what I'm going to do real quick, because I have to. I don't know why this isn't a thing with all games across Steam, but I wish that I could just select inverted for every game across the board, because no matter what the game is, ever since I was a kid practically, I need to have an inverted y-axis. I just can't play. I cannot play. I can't rewire my brain. I'm too old for that, and now I can actually play. Okay. Heads up! Yeah, this, you know, at 40 FPS or so, this feels pretty good. Yeah, it's all right. I'm probably gonna die, but that's fine. I just can't remember these controls. That's all right though. So definitely playable at medium quality even. That's phenomenal. Okay, next up is Dirt 5 from Codemasters. I love that in the entire series, dating back to Colin McRae Rally. I love the Dirt series. This was released in late 2020, so still three and a half to 4 years after the RX 570 released, and a solid 5 years after the Intel i5 6600 release. So let's see how this one does. This is where I want it actually. So we're gonna try 1080p native with no resolution scaling and medium image quality. And let's just run the benchmark. I don't know if you can see my face there, but it was basically like this. Not seeing any kind of, you know, texture pop in or anything like that. I'm gonna have to jump into a race myself though to see how kind of the 40 FPS level of performance feels. Let's focus on the low 1%. The minimum is like the extreme worst case. That's not representative of the experience. Your low 1% is, you know, that's still above 30. That's still, I think, acceptable. But let's turn on dynamic resolution scaling. So we want the final resolution to be 1080p, but we're gonna make the history and render resolution 720p and just see if we can hit 60 FPS. Let's jump into a game. I got some stuff to do here.
Hey, it's Editor Jason here again. Dirt 5 is another game where it looked and felt ridiculously smooth while I was playing it, but that's not represented in the recording. So I do apologize for that. I'm not sure what is causing that, but I will get to the bottom of it. Thanks for putting up with it. Enjoy the rest.
Oh yeah. Whoop. Well, I can live with their blurry text. Everything else is pretty crisp. Oh yeah, this feels super smooth. I love that lens flare. That's such a nice effect. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to deem that one highly playable. Nice job, Codemasters. Next on the chopping block is one of my favorite roguelikes. I don't typically play roguelikes, but this one really got its hooks in me. And I haven't progressed past I think the third level, the third world, but I have a blast every time that I drop into it. So this one's not quite as demanding, but you definitely want a high FPS because it's so twitchy sometimes. 1440p medium? What do you guys think? Let's try it. Oh my gosh. Well, this is without any enemies on screen, but shoot. I bet we could bump the quality way up. I'm gonna crank this all the way up, I think. Let's go very high. Oh, heck yeah, we're still at like 120. That's awesome. Whoop! Yep, definitely forgot how to play this. Oh man. But you know what? That's okay. Need headshots on these guys. By the way, I'd love to jump into this game co-op with somebody if anybody ever wanted to play. That'd be a blast. Get back to doing some Linux for Everyone game nights. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Okay, so this is just smooth as butter. I love it. This is great. This is great. And now it's time to try Halo Infinite. Now I already logged into this one because, you know, the whole sign into Xbox process and all the ridiculous what was that? Oh, that was easy anti-cheat loading. Okay. Right? Yeah, we're good. Okay. But I haven't actually played. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, why is it all stuttery like this? I haven't actually played a Halo multiplayer match in far too long. Although this thing. I did this before, but if I had my way, I would go back and get 4 big-ass TVs, 4 Xboxes, 4 copies of Halo. Or did you need 4 copies? I think every person had to have a copy back in the day, and just do like LAN style Halo, you know. Good memories. Do we want to be this bold? 100% native. Minimum frame rate 28. What? How about 30? How about 48? Maximum 144. Sure. Turn VSync off. Quality preset. Medium seems fair. Sad face. Sad face, no coffee. Slayer. God, I never get tired of hearing that. This game was released when I was in Croatia, so I've got some feels for this one in particular because I spent a lot of time on this one. I don't think we're gonna quite hit 60, but I would be happy to see 30 with these settings. Huh? You know what? It's pretty smooth. Where are the bad guys? Bad guys, bad guys. Where are the bad guys? There you are. Ah! Oh, crap! No! Told you, don't judge me. Haven't played this in so long, but it's really smooth. It feels good. Yeah, native. Man. That's, and between medium and high, that's great. So another game that was released several years, 3-4 years after the hardware that I'm playing it on. And that's, yeah, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. This is running really well. I'd rather have 60, but that's, if I drop down to 1080p, that would be perfectly achievable. Ooh, hey. How you doing? Hey, come here. Come here. Aw, come back. Come on. Oh, shoot! Also, just a minor tangent. I want to point out like how fast and fluid everything. I mean, everything is so responsive and just fast, and it feels like it feels like I'm running this OS Bazzite on brand new hardware. Yeah, I mean, it's just everything is just, you know, makes me happy. That's all. So let's see how Spider-Man Remastered fares. Okay, so no frame generation, no upscaling, and we're looking at pretty much medium quality preset and 1080p. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna have to drop down the quality settings for sure, right? Just immediately right now. That's okay. Let's go ahead and turn dynamic resolution scaling on. We're just gonna use the Insomniac method and I guess limit it to 30. See if we can even do that. Oof. Still can't hit 30.
Did you take him down yet? No. We're at Fifth Tower, but still waiting on the warrant.
Mind if I join in on the fun?
You know how his lawyers are. This one needs to go by the book.
Come on, Yuri. I've been waiting 8 years for this.
Yeah. We're still getting those pretty dramatic drops below 30. How do we... Okay, so maybe 1080p is just out the window. Well, I guess it's gonna look a little muddy, but yeah, this is just bad. It's bad. Pretty sure the web swinging is one of the more demanding aspects of the gameplay. And it's just, quality. Let's do low quality and go back to 1080p because, There we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay. That feels better. That feels pretty good, actually. Nice. Nice.
Bring in the hammer.
At least the character models don't look too bad, even if the environment textures do. That didn't tank the frame rate. Okay. Do not remember how to fight. Gotcha. mean, we're barely at 30 in the combat, but it's okay, I guess. It's playable. You guys remember when we used to tolerate 12 FPS playing Perfect Dark, 4-player split screen? B&L. Phew!
Fisk has a lot of guys on his payroll.
Yeah, this is all right. Whoops, what? Okay. Ah, I remember how fun this game is. All right. I'm gonna say it's playable. Definitely playable at 1080p, low quality. That's okay. Okay, next up is a game that I just picked up last night on the recommendation of Digital Foundry. A twin-stick shooter that is reminiscent of Geometry Wars. I'm in. So let's try it out. I think it's gonna have a bumpin' soundtrack. Well, we're at, yeah, 1440p. Let's just play.
Begin sequence.
Oh man. I already love it. I don't know, I love the aesthetic of it, the sound effects. Okay. Yep. Use R to shoot. Definitely a twin stick shooter. It feels great. Sure. Wait, what is happening? Collect all selector tokens and press A to get a shield. Ah, interesting. Use LB to strike a few more times. Oh, nice. This is a slick game so far. Yeah, let's just go. So, safe to say, this is playable. Whoops. Oh, this would be so much fun on Steam Deck. Circle strafe, circle strafe. Ah! Oh, the boundary changes. That's cool. Can I do another one? What? What happened?
End sequence.
Whatever was happening, that wall of red, I think I should have avoided that. Okay, video's over. I'm just gonna play this the rest of the day now. Aha. Oh! Yeah, this is intense, guys. Oh, that was the boundary changing, and that's what I got stuck in. That's why I died. Okay, okay. Die! Whoa! No! This is so cool. Oh, rapid fire, let's go. Oh! Ah! It is not a relaxing game. Not a relaxing game. Oh my God. Okay, stay out of the red. Oh, interesting. Just trapped in this triangle now. Whoa! What is that? What? I have to kill it. I have to kill it. Okay. This game is fantastic. It's gonna take a little practice, but oh my God, it's fun. No, wrong way! Ah! Playable. Highly addictive. Okay, next. The last one on my list is a game that I discovered a couple weeks ago. In fact, I think it came out. It came out in early November, I want to say, and it is this. Is it? So it's funny, on Mastodon, I had asked people, I wanted to experience a cozy roguelike game. And I know roguelike and cozy don't really go together because one is normally super stressful and one is just kind of laid back and casual and relaxing. And this game is somehow both. You're basically this mouse who lost their parents. Let's go ahead and max this out. There's a spider toggle. And you are tasked with kind of rebuilding your burrow and venturing out into the world and making discoveries and improving your crafting skills and meeting new friends and new enemies and new areas. And it's really just delightful. It's delightful. Yeah. I knew this was gonna play. It just felt like I knew this would be very playable on here. I just felt like this would be a nice way to close it out. Yeah, let's go outside and gather some resources real quick. I won't take too long on this one. It's obviously, you know, super, super playable. Here, now it's starting. He's getting cold. Whoops. Get some of these to cook later. Just the little size. I'm gonna turn the volume up a bit. So adorable. That's not the right way. And if you pass out, I don't think they use the word die. If you pass out, then you have to, I think it's a bit like Dark Souls, the original Dark Souls, where if you die, you have to go back to that death point and reclaim all of your inventory, or at least all the stuff that was in your backpack. I don't remember where my burrow is. Where's my burrow at? All right, I'm cutting it a little bit too close. A little bit too close. Dude. Oh no! I forgot where I live! Ah! Now I'm gonna start losing health. Oh man. I think this is it. Yeah, there's my footsteps. Wait, no. No! This is awful. How did I forget everything already? Where do I live? Do I live over here? I live over here. Poor little mouse. Hang in there, buddy. Hang in there, buddy. Ah. Now I need to go rest. It's so cute. Sleep until morning. Listen, when he wakes up, he does this little yawn. It's amazing. Anyway, that's Winter Burrow. Only showed you a few minutes of it, but yeah. The music is charming and memorable. The art style's it's great. It's great. Go pick it up. I should have done a whole video on this, but Hey, thank you for watching. Really appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, I'm almost out of daylight, so this was good timing. It was about 5 hours of my day, just kind of sitting here playing some games, seeing how things run, tweaking the settings. I love doing that stuff. I've always loved kind of tinkering and, fiddling with all the dials on games, but you get to do a lot less of that now in Linux because everything just kind of works. And it's not, the limitation now is either invasive anti-cheat or your hardware. It's not Linux anymore. Anyway, I got more plans for this little box. Just a lot of stuff coming up. It's a slow build to get everything kind of up to speed. I'd like to ideally do 2 videos a week, but I need to work up to that. Next time I'll take requests ahead of time. I'll load up all those games onto a big drive, and then I'll go live, let you guys know ahead of time, obviously. We'll go live and we'll do some game testing, and I don't know, we'll just kind of play it by ear. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumb up and a thumb up. Give it 1 thumb up. Until we chat again, take care of each other. Bye.